Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kim Sites doing another segment of My Mondays. And on today's segment of My Mondays, actually going to take things a little bit differently today because it's actually been my 1 year summer anniversary since I've been doing my podcast. And so with that being said, y'all, I'm actually going to be interviewed by a good friend of mine, Snoop, right here. Snoop, speak to the camera.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? Keeping it a little brief, but if you want to follow me on social media, it's King_4. I'm your local comedian from Hampton, Virginia, and I'm trying to help my boy out with his podcast, you know what I'm saying, to get it moving. But I got a couple questions, man. I'm curious myself. What drove you to start your podcast?
Alright, so what basically drove me was just like we were talking about earlier, just like, man, it was a few of these girls like I used to work with at Bush Cars. They was just talking about how like, these guys and stuff like that. And I always like to speak like in public and do public speaking. And so I just said, forget it. Like I was looking at Instagram TV and I was just like, man, I could do something like this. And so I started posting out videos and stuff. And like I had a few people tell me like, man, you need to do a podcast. And so I was like BSing, you know how it is. Like, yeah. And then so basically what happened was like I was in a relationship with a little shorty or whatever. And you know what, I'm gonna say shout out to her, man. No love lost, but she basically ended up breaking up with me. And you know, like the stages of breakup, like you gotta really like hone into yourself.
You gotta embrace that breakup.
Yeah.
And try to learn and improvise from it. Like, what did I lose this relationship for?
Yeah.
To make the next one stronger.
Facts.
I get where you coming from.
Yeah, and like that's what I ended up doing. And I was remembering, I was like, yo, what was something that made me happy? And I was just like, yo, like that podcast, like them videos I was shooting was dope. Like I was getting positive reviews. People contacted me about it, saying I need to do more with it. And so I just started doing it.
I feel you. It's like a mindset of just people telling you something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you doing something that you love. And it's like I always tell people, you got two different things. You got your heart and your mind.
Yeah.
You can think one thing, but your heart might feel another. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can feel one thing, but your head gonna think another.
Yeah.
So when you get those two to be somebody to come together, now you're working with something.
Yeah. And
so I feel you come from, but the next thing I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Like, did you have any fear in you when you started it? Like just how you felt when you started it?
And yo, let me say this. That was a great question because I never thought of something like that. But did I have fear? Nah, not really. I don't want to say I had fear of like doing it because it was something I feel like I'm gifted at. Like I always say, like if you gifted at something, it's gonna come natural to you. Okay. And so with that, I know I'm gifted at that. Now, to me, what I do actually have fear of is just like sometimes reaching out to people and be like, yo, share my podcast. Like, worst case scenario is you don't like it, but best case scenario is you like it, you share it. And like, when that happens sometimes, like, I've seen like personally, like one of my recent videos where it just like it blew up on Instagram. Like, so, like,
I feel on that vibe, but that to what you're saying, the feed off is a positive and a negative.
Yeah.
You're gonna have negative people, you're gonna have positive people.
Yeah.
Like me with my comedian thing, I got girl characters, boy characters, all of that.
Yeah.
I got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, BS and a lot of talking. People, oh, I don't like that, you should change up. It ain't about what they want, it's about what you want.
Yeah.
Because you're going to always have negativity, you know what I'm saying, there. So you got to use that negativity to corral with your positivity and push forward.
Yeah, and one of my bigger things is just understanding like the difference between somebody that's being negative and someone that's being supportive and giving me sound advice, because sometimes like some people, they might be just really like trying to give you constructive criticism. Like I know like I had a good friend of mine, like she's always on top of me, but I know that's how she is. And when she was telling me like, yo, sometimes you might want to slow down a little bit on your words and how you're elaborating for people to understand like what you're saying, I was just like, that's just her being her and giving me constructive criticism. But if someone is telling you like, this is my big thing, if somebody's telling you like, yo, you messing up, but they're not telling you exactly what you messing up on, like that right there is like, I feel like you're just being a hater because you're not really trying to give me advice on like what I could do better.
Facts. And last and final question that I want to like get into is, where do you see that in your life, in this podcast taking you? Like, where do you want to, like, how far you want to go with this? Where you want it to take you to? Like interviewing people or like just yourself thing in a booth? What you want out of it?
Man, like right now, like I just want to like build upon this brand. Like I feel like I got a movement, and like I see like where if I have the right people pushing me, I could take this somewhere. Like I know like a friend of mine's like we was talking about doing shirts and stuff together, but stuff just died down because you know schedules and stuff got in the way.
Right.
But
one big thing I want to say is, as far as like, as far as you saying, you gotta want people to, you will want people to push you.
yeah,
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Throw that out.
yeah,
Coming from a comedian locally, bro, throw it out.
right,
Because it ain't about what other people want.
yeah,
It's about what you want. You doing it to embrace yourself and doing what you want for your career.
facts.
At the end of the day, they're not gonna pay your bills. They're not gonna be there, you know what I'm saying, for you when you're going through something. They can reach out, yeah, it's love, but at the same time, is y'all not physically gonna be here for me.
Yeah,
For it, besides being a fan.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you wanna just think to yourself, you know what I'm saying, before you think about others too, and then, you know, start to reach out. And that's cool though, man. I get what you're saying though, but I do want to say congratulations to that though. Definitely, like,
yeah.
congratulations on your 1 year anniversary. Like, it ain't nothing but, just push fucking forward, man.
Yeah, like, hey, let me just say this one last thing, man. Like, appreciate it, bro. Like, one thing I've noticed is, like, you will speak to a lot of people. They be like, they want to do a podcast, they want to do this, they want to do that, but you don't see them
I
doing
get that a
it.
lot. I get people all saying, "Oh, Snoop, I want to make a skit with you. I want to do this with you." It's always like, even if they want to do something with you, man, you gotta motivate yourself and say, "All right, if this day they don't do a podcast with me and don't interview with me,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna make a video."
Exactly.
Don't let that day stop you from doing what you need to do to make your career successful. Because at the end of the day, when you make it, I ain't gonna say if when you make it,
Right.
you can look back on all the hatred and all the people that told you, "No, I can't help you. I can't tell you what's going on or why your podcast messed up." But like I said, I'm gonna more to wrap it up, but I'm gonna keep it short and brief, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just goddamn, hey, stick to it, stay with it, and goddamn love it. You know what I'm saying? With all your heart, goddamn it.
Alright, man. Appreciate that, y'all. And with that being said, y'all, this Kimberly Sites with my boy Snoop
King Snoop, man, _4. Don't forget it, man.
doing another segment of My Mind Monday, celebrating my 1 year.